Just like throw me off cliff. This TBR is stressing me out. Okay. Hey, what's up? My name is Ange. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to be using a TBR jar to figure out my January TBR. So the reason I did air quotes with that is because I actually don't have the jar yet. But I do have all the things. However, they're in a Christmas bag. So we're going to make do with what we have. I had a lot more of these than I thought I was going to. So we don't have a jar that was going to fit it. So we're going to make do. We're putting the Christmas stuff away, and I found this, and this is what fit it, and this is what's going to work for right now. I will get a TBR jar by February. I pinky swear. So I have all of my books here. I have my TBR cart. I have from all my Christmas books were still downstairs, not even in my room yet, so they can't fit on the cart. The first or the next of any of the series and the standalones up here. The rest are being down there because obviously I won't choose the second book in a series. So I have that. I also have a whole bunch of books over there, which I probably should get down so that I can see them all. I just have literally like a ton of books here. I'm overcrowded. There's a lot happening right now. So let's just get into it. This is filled with TBRs that I am scared of because I bought them and I don't remember what any of them are. So I feel like this is going to be really interesting, and honestly, like, kind of scares me, so we shall see. Alright. Our very first one is a book with more than 500 pages. Okay. Can that be considered, like, the tandem read for Throne of Glass? Or should it not be? I don't feel like any of those ones right there are not 500 pages. I mean, technically I could do the tandem read, but I feel like that's a little bit cheaty, so I feel like I don't want to do that. Looking on here, do I read Fourth Wing? I feel like I've put this on every single one, but honestly, looking at it, it looks like it's the only one that would be over 500 pages anyway. How many pages does Fourth Wing have? It has 498 pages. That's it? It did say 500, right? Where's that paper? More than 500 pages. So Fourth Wing doesn't even count. What about Empire of Storms? This says more than that. Oh. Okay, guys. I guess Fourth Wing is going back on the TBR cart because that one only has 498 pages. So it doesn't even count. That means that I'm going to be reading the tandem read, Throne of Glass, which I wanted to read anyway, but that's Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn, which I mean, listen, technically I chose Empire of Storms because I believe that's the next book, but I'm doing the tandem read, so both of them come along. So if you don't know what this is about, this is book number, I guess, 6 and 7. It could be wrong on that. In the Throne of Glass series, it's about Selena Sarduthian, who was in a slave camp, and then she's chosen to be in a competition to be the king's champion, and then all of these books are continuing her story. If you don't know what it is, it's by Sarah J. Maas. I don't want to ruin it, so I'm not going to spoil anything for you. You have to go read it. So I guess this is book choice number 1, starting off extremely, extremely strong. Let's just put that there. Okay, let's choose number 2, which is, come on, open up. Book from an author that you've never read. An author that I've never read that's on here, right? Okay, so we have Matthew Perry. We have his biography. Read You. I technically have not read Rebecca Yarros yet. Have I? No, I haven't. Read You. Read You. Read You. Read You. I'm not gonna attempt Fourth Wing and this all in the same one unless that, like, is no other option. Read You. I could start Devaney Perry. Indigo Ridge is on the ones I want to read this year, so I could technically start Indigo Ridge. Read It by You. I could also start Promises and Pomegranates by Savar Miller. That's also on the list. Could read The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I don't think I've read anything by her yet. Read stuff by you, read stuff by you, read stuff by you. Read stuff. Okay, so I've read stuff by every other author on here. Or I could read Then She Was Gone. I feel like I want to read Indigo Ridge. Although there's a couple other books that kind of fit this category, like Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. We also have Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Promises and Pomegranates by Salvar Miller. The same goes for, I think it's A Love Letter to Whiskey, I haven't read. And a couple others, like Butcher and Blackbird, but I just feel like this one will be really good going with the other ones because the words are very big. I feel like it's a very interesting story, so this is going to be the one that we go with for this one. And this one says, Winslow Covington believes in life, liberty, and the letter of the law. As Quincy, Montana's new chief of police, she's determined to prove herself to the community and show them she didn't earn her position because her grandfather is the mayor. According to her pops, all she has to do is earn favor with the Edens. But winning over the town's founding family might not have been easier if not for her one-night stand with their oldest son. In her defense, it was her first night in town, and she didn't realize that the rugged and charming man who wooed her into bed was Quincy royalty. Sleeping with Griffin Eden was a huge mistake, one she's trying to forget. He's insufferable, arrogant, and keeps reminding herself that she's an outsider. Winslow does her best to avoid Griffin, but when a woman is found dead on Eden property, the two of them have no choice but to cross paths. As clues to the murderer lead to one of Quincy's own, Griffin realizes Winslow is more than he gave her credit for. Beautiful and intelligent, she proves hard to resist for him and the killer. So I feel like this one's going to be really good. I'm excited for that. On to the next. I like you. Book about death. Okay. This TBR is stressing me out. Okay, who dies? No, not that I'm aware of. Probably. I have a feeling that you die. This one I know has death, right? It's Tilly Cole, 1,000 Broken Pieces. She wrote 1,000 Boy Kisses. The question is about death. Nope, that's the 500 pages. I'm keeping them separate so that I don't choose them again. So could that be considered somebody... I think this is about her sister, and she's trying to, like, get over her death. So I feel like that would count, right? I feel like this one counts. I'm going with this one because this one's been on my TBR for a really long time and I haven't touched it. Again, that's, like, literally such a reoccurring theme with me. But this one says, when I came on this trip, I was shattered into 1,000 broken pieces. But one by one, the closer we grew to one another, you glued me back together. After losing her beloved sister 4 years ago, Savannah Litchfield has been living half a life. Now 17, the age Poppy died, the pain of losing her is worse than ever. When her therapist suggests a trip around the world to help teens stricken by loss, Savannah reluctantly agrees, clutching the unread journal Poppy left her as she goes. Kale, I believe it's Kale. We're going with Kale again, another Kale. Okay, thrown of glass. Kale Woods is angry. Once the most promising hockey player in the junior league, Kale can no longer step onto the ice without being paralyzed with memories of his older brother who died last year. When his parents sign him up for the trip abroad, no part of him wants to go, but he does. As Kale and Savannah embark on this journey of healing, they find solace together, discovering a glimmer of light only the other can bring. And the harder they fall, the more they might be able to heal the fractured fragments of their hearts, piece by broken piece. I feel like this fits that category, honestly, perfectly. So, we're going with that one. Okay, next. Oh, it fell out. Book that you think will have the biggest emotional impact on you. I think I just picked it. Another emotional impact. I don't really read books like that. Besides 1,000 Broken Pieces. My brain goes to The Things We Leave Unfinished, or The Last Letter, which are both by Rebecca Yarros. Because I know that they're both really sad. So which one should I go with? I know this one is a stunning emotional romance. This one is about when he's writing letters to his friend's sister. And he's in, I don't know if they're in the armies, Marines, I forget. But I know that that's this one. And then this one, she gets divorced. I'm more drawn to this one. This one says, Beckett, if you're reading this, well, you know the last letter, Jill. You made it. I didn't. Get off the guilt train because I know if there was any chance you could have saved me, you would have. I need one thing from you. Get out of the army and get to Telluride. My little sister Elle is raising the twins alone. She's too independent and won't accept help easily. But she's lost our grandmother, our parents, and now me. It's too much for anyone to endure, and it's not fair. And here's the kicker. There's something else you don't know that's tearing your family apart. She's going to need help. So if I'm gone, that means I can't be there for Ella. I can't help them through this, but you can. So I'm begging you, as my best friend, go take care of my sister and my family. Please don't make her go through it alone. Ryan. Okay, so just like throw me off cliff. Okay, let's just go. I picked that one up when I went to the Jennifer Lynn Barnes signing in New York over the summer, so kind of forgot about her, so we're gonna put that on the TBR. Okay. Next. Oh, 3 of them fell out. Let's try this again. Okay. Next one is book whose title's first letter matches your first initial. Okay, so let's find A. That's Charles Squisho, 7-year. Oh, please be something. Reckless. My life throttled. Technically, that's not the next one, so I can't read that one. I think we're screwed. I don't think that there is one. It's the. We're gonna have to choose another one. There's nothing that fits that. Okay. This is gonna be how it is with these, so we're gonna have to just deal with it. Book set in this world. Okay, so, like, probably all my books. Okay. Should we, like, continue? No. I lied. I know what I want to read. I want to read Taming 7. We're reading Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. Gibbsy's book. Gibbsy. I didn't get to this like I wanted to get to it. Obviously, I've read all the other ones, so this is the next one, and then I'll be done with what's out currently, which makes me so sad. I'm also really sad that his book is so small, but it's okay, because I love Gibbsy. So anything that I can get of him, I'm happy. This one says, she's the quintessential sunshine girl. He's a lovable class clown, but storm clouds are rolling in, and this Tolman boy is about to get serious. Tolman's cheeky lad, Gerard Gibbsy Gibson, I love him, is a comedian at heart, but underneath his happy-go-lucky nature lurks a broken boy tortured by the events of his past. Only one person knows who he truly is on the inside, his friend's little sister, his Claire Bear. Enveloped in sunshine, Claire begs to spend her whole life adoring the boy across the street, her brother's friend. Seeing a side to Gerard that no one else sees, Claire is determined to tame her wild at heart childhood best friend. But when the unexpected occurs and lines are crossed, will Gibbsy and Claire's friendship survive? Will it blossom into something more, or will they lose themselves in the riptide? I have picked up this book and put it down so many times. Like, picked it up, like, I'm gonna read it, and then I never end up reading it, which really sucks because I love them, but, you know. You know how it is? Yeah. So we're going to be reading this. This is going to be, like, a top priority this month because I love Gibbsy. But I also am hesitant to read it because I don't want to be done with what's out so far. Last one. No more falling out. Okay. Last one. I'm scared. A romance. Okay. Okay, we're letting off easy because the first, like, 3 were not fun. I feel like because I'm, like, doing so many series, I either want a standalone or a continuation of a series that I have here or that I've been reading. I don't want to start anything new. Not yet. So, I feel like a romance. What about King of Sloth by Anna Huang? Let's move all these other ones. And I'm going to do that one. I have a lot of romances on here. I've been meaning to get to this. Of course, like, are we surprised? So, I feel like I just really want to do this one. This is Kings of Sin, book number 4, King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This one said, he's never wanted anyone enough to chase them until he met her. Charming, easygoing, and rich beyond belief, Xavier Castillo has the world at his fingertips. He also has no interest in taking over his family's empire, much to his father's chagrin? But that hasn't stopped women from throwing themselves at him, unless the woman in question is his publicist. Nothing brings him more joy than riling her up, but when a tragedy forces them closer than ever, he must grapple with the uncertainty of his future, and the realization that the only person immune to his charms is the only one he truly wants. Cool, intelligent, and ambitious, Sloane Kensington is a high-powered publicist who's used to dealing with difficult clients. However, none infuriate or tempt her more than a certain billionaire heir with his stupid dimples and laid-back attitude. She may be forced to work with him, but she'll never fall for him, no matter how fast he makes her heart beat or how thoughtful he is beneath his party persona. He's her client, and that's all he'll ever be, right? I love this series. I just have had this one on my shelf for a really long time, and I haven't gotten to it. Again, that's kind of a reoccurring theme for me, so this one is also going on here. So that's all for that. Oh my gosh, this is a month. Okay, guys, so here's my TBR. Let's go through it again one more time. Let's just make myself cry a little bit at how many books there actually is. But my reading goal this year is 90, so we gotta do it. Oh my god, I completely forgot to mention that this is my very first TBR video for 2025. Oh, and we are starting off strong. Okay, King of Sloth, Taming 7, The Last Letter, 1,000 Broken Pieces, Indigo Ridge, The Tandem Breed of Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn. This is gonna be a lot. This is gonna be interesting. We got this. We got this. We got this. Somehow. Some way. So, that brings this TBR video to an end. I will see you all in the wrap-up or another video. If you're interested to see how the heck I do with this TBR, you can check it out there whenever I post it sometime in February. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And me and my bazillion books will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.